recognition, Destiny Man Top 40, Advanced Media 100 Most Influential. There's a lot here, Weza. I'm like, ooh, Weza, what have you not have done? Welcome to the show.
Wow, thank you so much. You really didn't have to...
Your profile, Linda, I can't finish it in 30 minutes. So I had to pick and choose.
I appreciate
Where do I go? Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for having me. We really appreciate being here.
Yeah. Guys, you see, it helps to speak to your guest on the radio because they are listening.
100%.
So I spoke to you. I'm like, where's I? Hey. Time, huh? Thank you for coming. Though, let's get straight into the social media, South African Social Media Awards. The fifth one.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good.
Yeah, it's growing from strength to strength. It's gaining momentum, and it's so exciting. We're building something here that is creating a platform to celebrate local content creators. The creativity, the positive use of social media, and to really just make sure that brands have an opportunity to interact with these content creators in a really, really great way. So it's all about just unlocking more doors and more opportunities for the influencer economy, and just making sure that they're celebrated, they're recognized, and then when they go out there and they say, hey, I'm an award-winning somebody or a award-nominated somebody, even the brands collaborate with them in a more professional light. Yeah.
So I want to talk about having it been the fifth one this year. Did you have to increase the categories? Because I thought I was done with the categories earlier on. And I'm like, there's still like how many more? So you say you have about 22 categories.
Yeah, there's around 22, if not 23 categories. It's really tough because, so much creativity happens every single day on social media, meaning that there's always another category or another niche that we're probably not covering yet. So I foresee in the future maybe even more categories developing. Or even some being merged.
I was thinking.
So there's probably a lot of that's going to happen. But yeah, it's all about just trying our best to stretch it as far as we can without making it ridiculous, of course, in the number.
All right. I read some categories earlier on. Of all the categories, what's your biggest one? I get most with the summers you'd have Song of the Year, which is the most contested. It's always the one. What's the one for you guys?
Wow. Well, there's a number of categories that are big in what your definition of big is, so
the main
one of
one.
them, well, there's not one main one, but there's a number of ones where you can tell that, okay, cool, these ones. So, I mean, like the ones I can think of at the top of my head right now is social media dominance. That means, you did well on all the social media platforms, social media personality of the year, or awards like most popular hashtag across all social media. So that means that you this particular drive that you were doing was good the whole year through and was good on a number of different platforms. So I guess those are categories that one can see as, okay, this is bigger than that. But then there's also just categories that are very tightly contested, and amongst that audience group, that is a big award for them. Yeah.
I also want to look at with what happened currently with people's accounts having to be shut down, shame, moving from millions to now 75,000. And I don't know if I should say shame, but let me actually not insert myself in that situation because I'm not part of it. So in that instance, and when you guys accepted their category, they were put down as yes because they've got this million. Now they are sitting at that because they had to start new ones. Does things like that disqualify someone?
It's really tough because if we have to kind of figure it out as we go, because the awards are only in their fifth year, so it is new, and so many things have never happened before, and we kind of come across it as it happens, and then we have to try and figure out what is the merit, but one thing's for sure, even from the beginning, the awards were not necessarily saying you're going to be recognized because you've got millions of followers. So it was not follower based.
I'm saying that. What determines influence?
Okay, so there's a number of things that determine influence, but I wanted to help you understand that, let's say you've got 3 million followers and the person next to you who's also nominated has only 700,000 followers. Now, it doesn't mean that they're better than you, that every year that they will win the award because they've got more followers. It is about engagement. It is about, the quality of your content and how well it is doing. And what determines how well content does is not only the quality of the content, but how much engagement it is getting, how widespread that content is, and so on. So even as a digital marketing agency owner myself, when we select influencers for campaigns, it is not only based on how many followers they have, because at the end of the day, it's down to engagement. It's down to how much visibility and interaction I can get for that particular client. Yeah.
So it's about interaction. Oh, because when you were saying quality, I'm like, someone could do such a good job putting together this content. And then people just not liking.
Yeah.
But that's good quality.
Yes. So we're not just referring to, wow, you got a good camera or a good editor. It's the whole ecosystem. Because at the end of the day, your content is what makes it needs to be compelling for people to come to it again and again and again and engage with it. It's basically the same as radio or television, right? Why we love Uzalo or Skim Sam, it has to do with the compelling content, and then we come to it again and again. And so doing, the SABC or the SABC recognizes that this show is doing well. And if the SABC had to have its own awards, it would know which shows to give awards to, based on that interaction, based on that, not only the quality of how good the visuals look, but how compelling the content is, and does it drive people to engage and want to watch it again and again.
That's true. All right, guys, I'm talking to Weza Matomane, who is a director of the South African social media. What's the SASMAS, the 5th edition. This year, taking place on the 22nd. I'm correct, ne?
Yes, 22nd it's the 22nd of November.
You guys are actually going to have it right next to my house. I'm going to walk there. For the first time, Fantastic. I'm going to be walking to an event. I'm going to be walking in heels and my dresses. So it's going to be quite, like, literally Mosaic is my neighbor.
Fantastic.
Just there on that street. Okay, so you said that the awards, people are nominated by their fans. Some can nominate themselves, but it's usually from their followers, if I may say followers, not fans.
Yes, 100%. So how the nominees get nominated is either they nominate themselves or someone from their team can nominate them, or their fans can nominate them. And when we get a lot of people nominating a particular individual, then it becomes clear that, okay, this person is someone to look out for. But then there are judges that then make sure that the people are nominated in the correct categories, because sometimes a person can get nominated, but for that category, they might not be a relevant fit. Maybe the person actually creates comedy skits and so on, but they're not necessarily an automotive influencer or a food influencer. So it is important that the person's nominated in the right category so that they can, compete on a level playing field, if I can put it that way.
Okay, but what if my followers are mostly nominating me on the food, but yet I'm more funny than food creator? So what do I do? What do you do?
You could nominate yourself in the other category too.
But I'll still be in that category that they've nominated me in.
Yes. So you could. There are some influencers who are nominated in a variety of categories, as an example. So it does happen, but as long as you are a relevant fit for that category. So, for instance, you mentioned you're funny, and let's say they nominated you in food, but if your content has absolutely nothing to do with food, then,
so do you make that decision as the organizer?
So that's why we've got the panel of judges. Yes. So we've got a panel of judges who then look at where have you been nominated, and then they go look at your following and look at the content you've been putting out on these different social media platforms to just make sure that your content is relevant to the category that you've been nominated for. Yeah. Then it's down to voting. So votes are R2.50. person can then vote for the person they like as many times as they like, and those are then the ways in which we can then see, okay, these are the people that the fans say need to take the award in this particular category.
Oh, okay. Yes. What's the voting number?
So instead of a voting number, we made it a lot simpler. You just go to the SASMA website, the South African Social Media Awards. So it is sasma.co.za, and then there you click on vote, you pick your category, and you vote for the person that you want to vote for.
Okay. Yes, now that we're talking about votes and numbers, Lasizwe said he didn't want people to vote for him. And then here I was thinking, okay, so which means he's removed. No, he's still nominated. It's just him talking about how he feels about, because he was saying the money is expensive. And I'm like, expensive for who? I mean, don't the people that are voting should determine if they want to spend 200, because it's up to them ultimately. They have to pick up the phone and decide, I'm spending 2 rand. You said it's 2 rand?
2 rand 50, yes.
2 rand 50, and you can vote as many times as you want.
100%. 2
rand 50 times 2. Yeah, you can vote 4 times. Got 10 rand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two times got 5 rand. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Maths is coming to me.
100%.
All right. So, guys, go ahead. So, no one can nominate anything now because it's done.
Yes, the nominees are done. The final nominees have been announced. Now it's voting time. And but of course, you know, if you this year, if you're thinking, shucks, I missed it, I want to be nominated, I want to win this thing. Just this year, come attend, come and watch, see how it all is. You can already buy your tickets at CompuTicket, and then come and be part of the 5th annual South African Social Media Awards, a celebration of excellence when it comes to content creation in South Africa. And then as soon as this awards are done, we announce again on our social media platforms when the next nominee round is open, and then you can nominate yourself or your friends or the people that you feel like need to be recognized and celebrated. In fact, I think your radio listeners should actually also nominate your show, because there's actually a category. No, I mean not for this one. For next year. I'm telling them, Duguti, guys, please do the things that must be done.
I'm already bribing you now. Let me bribe you with this lipstick. For next year, for my show, I gave you this lipstick. Yeah, so I'm guaranteed, because I gave you this lipstick for next year for my show. And my colleagues, don't nominate yourselves, because you see, I've already said I'm nominating my show. Don't put your shows there. It's me for 2026. Okay, please, guys, give me some time. Weza, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity to have the platform.
Awesomeness. I am all definitely coming, because I'm in Really, it's just next to my place. So yeah, we'll see them. And are they being carried live somewhere?
Yes. So you'll be able to watch them live on SABC Plus. And
on the SABC Plus?
Yes, they'll be on SABC Plus. And, you know, something is still in the works to also have them broadcast on SABC 1. It might be at a later stage, but the announcements will be made shortly.
Oh, it's going to be fun, Moose. Okay, that's Weza Matomane, who is director of the South African Social Media Awards. And all the best to all the nominees. Yes, we are definitely within in 2026, guys. I mean, I need to nominate myself for a change in life. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, let's take a break. You now, I'm talking to you, my listeners. Let's take a break now and just take a bit of a breather, man. I didn't even go to a song when it kickstarted this hour. We went straight into the conversation because it was hot. Now let me do due diligence and then give you the music that I promised you.
Africa, voici Abedi. Oui, c'est moi.